I think once Iran is free and Iran and Israel become their states become allies, there's going to be so much cultural exchange, tourism between both countries. There's going to be a lot of investments. There's going to be a lot of trade between the two countries. There's going to be a lot of political cooperation and military cooperation that naturally, like you're not going to need, charity to promote more interest in Iranian studies and cultural exchange programs. I think that the financial interest will be there enough for this to naturally happen, because when two countries are become this close and become exchange this much trade and military and politics and intelligence and cooperate with each other, and they exchange many tourists with each other, there would be so much financial interest in people would become curious about this, people would be interested in this, there would be so much profit, there would be so many businesses that would be naturally grow around trying to take advantage of this, of all of the people who want this. There will be so many people who want to serve Iranians coming to Israel, so many people who want to serve Israelis wanting to come to Iran, that the financial interest naturally will create the motivation to create the educational program for the people who want to enter any fields that are related to create the to enhance to create and enhance the bridge. Does that make sense?
Yes, I would like if I can add on that some like a little bit more details. Like we have a lot of families that are like well established Jewish families all over the world, and they like donating donations to the university, and like every one of them have like a name on a wall, a department, a building for his name, like with his name. So I'm just curious. Also, sorry, they have a every year they have a week which all those donors are actually coming to Israel, and the university makes them a tour. They take them to places, show them places that are connected to the university, maybe to some legacy in Israel and stuff like that, like a cultural thing, and
Yeah,
it just
I think those
just
will
bonds the
natural.
ties and stuff.
Yeah, I think stuff like that will naturally happen once we have. I mean, for example, there's not that many places in the Middle East where Israelis can go and visit and enjoy their time while feeling safe, right? And feeling welcome as Israelis. So imagine if Iran becomes, I mean, and Israelis have a lot of history in the Middle East that is related to their ancient history that they would love to go visit, right? So imagine if Iran becomes a country that not only welcomes them but celebrates them as the people who are involved in the liberation of their country. Like I think that Israelis, like I think once Iran is free, Israelis going to Iran are going to have a hard time picking where to stay, because people are going to be competing over having them at their house. Because but guys, I don't know if you guys understand the amount of love right now the Iranian people have for Israel. Like I used to say this for many years, but even I can tell you that now it's more astronomically higher than what I was saying just before any of this happened. Like guys, I'm honest with you guys, right? After the massacre of the Iranian people by the Islamic Republic, when the Israelis and American didn't show up to help for a while, that was getting like, I'm not going to try to paint a rosy picture for you guys to say everything is rainbows and butterflies and everything good. It was damaged because a lot of Iranians thought that they had been abandoned. Well, not all of them, but so many of them thought that the Israelis and Americans abandoned them because they didn't show up to help them during the protests. I kept on telling them the reason for the delay is because they're planning for something bigger, right? Some people were convinced, some people were still like losing hope. But then when they show up, the popularity of United States and Israel just went, it just skyrocketed. Like it's so much higher. Like you have no idea. I'm talking to Iranians that I never thought these people would be pro-Israeli. Like they were anti-regime, and sometimes some of them would understand, like, okay, for strategic reasons, it makes sense, Armin, what you're saying with Israel and stuff like that. But now they're like, after Israelis and Americans showed up, and now they kill after the killing of Khamenei by Israeli fighter jets, like the last people I thought in Iran that would be pro-Israeli, they're now aggressively pro-Israeli. Like they are like hardcore Zionists. These people right now, like it's really hard for me to, explain to you how popular Israel and United States are inside Iran. As much as this has been the case for a couple of years now, right now is on a completely different level, right? So I think like Israelis are going to get, once Iran is free, Israelis are going to get shocked when they go to Iran and they see how they're going to be celebrated in the Middle East. I'm assuming that many Israelis never assumed that they would be celebrated in such a way in the Middle East, in any country other than their own country. Right? To have a country in the Middle East so close by, loving them this much, I think it's unusual for some Israelis. And I think that some Israelis have still not realized how big this is, right? I think like many people here, like Israelis who are here who are listening to this, might understand this to a certain level, but I think that we're going to see a huge surprise. Like I'm assuming like we're going to see on the news Israelis going to Iran and just showing people like lining up to welcome them. I'm just imagining that that's going to be on headline news in Israel one day. That's what I'm looking forward to. Like, what the hell? Why do these people love us so much? Okay, that's what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, we'll see.
Armin, how
Right.
much for the Armin Navabi tour of Iran when
I-
Iran is free? Some of us need to know.
Yeah. Well, I need to be on the tour with you guys. They will be professional. Yeah, that's another thing, BT. I think there's going to be a lot of tourist organizations. There's going to be a lot of money to be made inside Iran with tourist groups dedicated to marketing to Israelis, that they're going to show you the best time, like the Cyrus the Great experience, all right? Or the Esther experience, like whatever. Like there's so many biblical places inside, inside Iran, that is in the ancient history of Israel, that I think like I just see the packages and the marketing videos that the Iranian people are going to make direct in Hebrew, targeted to an Israeli audience, trying to get them to pick their tourist company to go there. So yeah, but I'm not an
Armin, I'm
expert in.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I think every house in Iran is going to become a tour company at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of money to be made there. So
As a
okay.
backup, I want to suggest you can open up a puppy yoga company. They
Oh.
did that here in the US, and puppies run all around you as you do yoga. I feel like Iran needs all of the puppy love, and so that's a good backup for you.